What if I told you a 1,200-pound animal could detect your heartbeat from 4 feet away? Imagine standing in a quiet pasture, scent of hay earth in the air. A large, gentle animal approaches you, its movements slow and deliberate. As it stands near you, you might notice your own breathing beginning to slow down, your shoulders relaxing just a little. You feel the immense, steady presence of the horse beside you. This experience is not magic, nor is it mere imagination. It is a real and profound connection, a silent conversation between two different species. Horses have a remarkable ability to sense our inner state and can help guide us back to tranquility and balance. Horses are masters of nonverbal communication. It's really that simple. Horses live in a world of pure feeling and sensation. As prey animals, their very existence depends on being acutely aware of their environment and the intentions of those within it. They communicate not with complex words, but with a nuanced language of the body. They watch how another horse holds its head. They watch the tension in its muscles. They watch the direction of its ears. They watch the speed of its breathing. These signals are a clear and honest broadcast of the other animal's internal state. A horse cannot lie about feeling afraid or relaxed. Its body tells the truth. This is the foundation of their social structure and their key to survival in a world filled with predators. Over thousands of years of domestication, horses have extended this remarkable perceptive ability to the humans in their lives. While our body language can be different from that of a horse, the underlying emotional energies are surprisingly similar. A person who is anxious often has a rapid, shallow breath. They have tense shoulders. They make quick, jerky movements. To a horse, these are all signals of alarm, similar to what a frightened herd member might display. They do not need to understand the human reason for the anxiety, a stressful job, a family argument. They simply respond to the physical manifestation of that feeling. They sense the discord in our energy field and react to it honestly and immediately. This sensitivity is not just based on visual cues. Horses have an incredible sense of hearing. They can perceive frequencies beyond the range of the human ear. They can also feel subtle vibrations through the ground. They can feel vibrations in the air around them. Some research suggests horses can actually feel the electromagnetic field generated by a human heart. This is why a horse can seem to know how you are feeling even when you try to hide it. Your body is broadcasting information constantly. The horse is a masterful receiver, picking up on the rhythms of your heart. The horse senses the tension in your nerves. They are listening to the story your body is telling. Because horses respond so authentically to our inner state, they provide a clear and immediate mirror for our own emotions. If you approach a horse with unacknowledged anger, the horse may become resistant. If you approach with fear, it may become jumpy and nervous. But if you can find a place of inner calm, even for a moment, the horse will likely respond with softness. The horse will show curiosity. It may move closer. To understand how this deep, unspoken connection between a human and a horse is possible, we can look to a fascinating discovery in neuroscience: mirror neurons. These are special brain cells that fire not only when we perform an action ourselves, but also when we watch someone else perform that same action. For instance, when you see a friend smile, your mirror neurons for smiling fire as well, allowing you to experience a shadow of that same feeling of happiness. They are like tiny mirrors inside our brains, reflecting the experiences of others and forming the biological basis for empathy, learning, social bonding. Imagine a baby learning to wave goodbye. The baby watches a parent wave, and the baby's mirror neurons associated with that arm movement begin to activate. This internal simulation helps the baby understand and eventually replicate the gesture. Mirror neurons work in a similar way for emotions. When we see someone crying, our mirror neurons help us feel a sense of their sadness, which prompts us to offer comfort. This system is not unique to humans. It is found in many social animals, including primates, dolphins, horses. In the context of a horse herd, mirror neurons are essential for group cohesion and safety. When one horse in the herd becomes alert and raises its head, the mirror neurons of the other horses likely fire in response. This allows the entire herd to quickly share a state of heightened awareness without needing a loud alarm call. The feeling of alertness spreads silently and efficiently through the group, preparing them all to flee if necessary. This same mechanism helps a calm feeling spread when the leader of the herd relaxes and begins to graze. The entire herd can then co-regulate and return to a peaceful state together. When a human and a horse stand together in a field, this same neural mirroring is at play. As you begin to consciously slow your breathing and relax your muscles, the horse observes these cues. Its mirror neuron system may interpret your state of calm and begin to reflect it back, causing the horse to relax as well. But it also works in the other direction. The horse's naturally slower heart rate and deep rhythmic breathing can influence our own nervous system. Our mirror neurons pick up on the horse's profound state of peace, and our own bodies begin to match that rhythm. It is a two-way street of shared feeling, a silent neurological dance that fosters a deep sense of connection and well-being. Stress is a natural and essential part of life. It is the body's built-in alarm system, designed to help us respond to threats and challenges. When faced with danger, our bodies release hormones, cortisol, adrenaline. These hormones increase our heart rate, raise our blood pressure, sharpen our senses. This fight-or-flight response is useful short-term, but in our modern world, many of us have this alarm switched on too long. Chronic stress can be harmful. Exhaustion, poor sleep, digestive issues, weakened immune system. Horses can be powerful allies, sheer physical presence, for someone who feels small and overwhelmed. Standing next to a 1,200 lb calm, grounded animal can be reassuring. Steady, powerful energy creates safety, lets us lower our guard. Their large bodies emanate warmth. Touching their solid neck, touching their shoulder can be deeply soothing, like a weighted blanket, calming an anxious child. Horses live in the present, not ruminating about yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. Their attention, feel of sun on their back, sound of a bird in a nearby tree, presence of the person beside them. For people trapped in anxious cycles, the horse's presence is a powerful invitation. It gently pulls awareness away from worries into the sensory moment, giving overactive minds a break. Horses guide us back to our bodies through breath rhythm. A calm horse breathes slowly and deeply, about 8 to 12 times per minute. Standing close, our bodies naturally synchronize with that rhythm. This process, entrainment, happens automatically. As our breathing slows to match the horse's, our heart rate begins to decrease. That shift signals the brain the danger has passed, and it's safe to switch off the alarm. Let me share a simple story that illustrates this beautiful connection. There was a young woman named Anna who carried a heavy weight of anxiety with her every day. Her mind was always racing with worries, making it difficult for her to sleep at night, making it difficult for her to feel at ease in social situations. She felt a constant tension in her shoulders, a knot in her stomach. A kind friend, noticing her struggle, suggested she spend an afternoon at a quiet local farm that offered sessions with therapy horses. Though she was nervous and had never been around horses before, Anna decided to give it a try, feeling she had nothing left to lose. When she arrived, a gentle, older horse named Willow was brought out to meet her. At first, Anna stood stiffly at a distance, unsure of what to do. The horse simply stood still, watching her with soft, curious eyes. Slowly, Willow took a few steps toward her, and then stopped, lowering her great head as if in invitation. Gathering her courage, Anna reached out a trembling hand and placed it on the horse's warm, muscular neck. She could feel the slow, steady rhythm of the horse's breath moving through its body. A deep and peaceful pulse. She closed her eyes and just focused on that feeling. As she stood there with her hand on Willow's neck, Anna began to notice a change within herself. Without even trying, her own breath started to grow slower and deeper, matching the rhythm of the horse. The tight knot in her stomach began to loosen, and she could feel the tension in her shoulders start to melt away. For the first time in what felt like years, her racing mind grew quiet. There were no worries about the future, no regrets about the past, only the feeling of the horse's warm breath and the solid ground beneath her feet. A small, genuine smile touched her lips. After about 20 minutes of simply standing with the horse, Anna felt a sense of lightness and clarity she hadn't experienced in a very long time. Her heart was beating at a calm, steady pace. When she later spoke about the experience, Anna said that the horse had helped her feel safe in a way she couldn't explain. Willow didn't ask her any questions, didn't offer any advice. The horse didn't judge her for her anxiety. It simply stood with her, present and accepting. And in that shared silence, Anna found a profound sense of peace. The horse had offered her a refuge, a quiet space where her nervous system could finally rest. Picture a quiet field at the break of dawn. The first rays spill over the horizon. A soft, golden glow covers the land. A gentle mist hangs low over the grass. Morning dew clings to the blades. The air is cool. The air is clean. The air is filled with morning sounds. A person walks slowly toward a wooden paddock fence. Their steps are measured and calm. Inside the paddock, a bay horse lifts its head from grazing. Its dark mane flows. Its ears swivel forward. The horse watches with quiet curiosity. The person stops a few feet from the fence. They stand and breathe, taking in the scene. The horse steps forward. One slow step, then another slow step. Now at the fence. It lowers its head and exhales, a visible warm puff. The person rests their arms on the top rail and mirrors the breath. Shoulders relax, tension dissolves. After shared stillness, the person extends a hand, palm open. The horse stretches its neck, whiskers twitching. The horse touches its velvety muzzle to the palm, sniffing softly. The person feels the horse's warm breath on skin. The horse rests its chin on the person's hand, a long, trusting moment. A silent conversation passes between them, a moment of pure presence, free from expectation. They stand together as the sun rises higher, sharing the quiet space, breathing the same cool air. The world outside this circle fades away. The worries of the day have not yet begun. The troubles of yesterday feel distant and unimportant. This simple exchange can change the person's whole day. Peace is found in being present with another living creature. So, yeah, it's really quite profound. The bond between humans and horses is ancient, woven into the very fabric of our shared history. For millennia, transportation, agriculture, companionship. We have ridden them into battles and plowed our fields with them. But alongside this history of work, there has always been another, quieter story. The story of the comfort and healing that horses have offered to the human spirit. Today, modern science is finally beginning to provide a new language for this old and intuitive wisdom: mirror neurons, heart rate variability, cortisol reduction. These scientific explanations do not diminish the magic of the horse-human bond. They enhance it. They provide a framework for understanding why spending time with a horse can be so profoundly therapeutic. Knowing that a horse's calm presence can genuinely help regulate our own nervous system gives us a new appreciation for their role in our lives. It validates the feelings of peace and clarity that so many people experience in their presence. The science confirms what our hearts have always known. The healing that happens in the quiet company of a horse is real, measurable, and deeply transformative. As our world becomes faster, more technologically driven, and increasingly stressful, the need for this kind of connection is greater than ever. More and more people are seeking out opportunities to spend time with horses, not to ride or compete, but simply to be with them. Equine therapy programs are growing. Veterans with PTSD, children with autism, individuals struggling with anxiety and depression. These programs recognize that the horse is not a tool to be used, but a partner in a healing journey, a sentient being who can guide us back to ourselves. So, what if a 1,200-pound animal could detect your heartbeat from 4 feet away? Perhaps the most beautiful part of that question is the possibility that it can, and that in doing so, it can help our own hearts beat more peacefully. The horse listens without words and reflects our inner world without judgment. In that quiet, honest mirroring, we are given a chance to slow down, to breathe, and to find our own strength. The future of the horse-human relationship is not just one of work or sport, but one of mutual healing. It is a hopeful testament to the power of connection and the simple, profound truth that sometimes the greatest therapy is found in the silent presence of a friend.